Climate change has really changed our lives. Salmon used to be a major resource for the tribe, and it sustained us. It was a part of our life. Our culture was surrounded by it. Climate justice to me is ensuring that we are taking the appropriate actions to protect Mother Earth.
Craft3 partners with land trusts, tribes, and community nonprofits to help them meet their conservation goals. We've financed more than 40 projects across Oregon and Washington. This project is a great example of how land trusts and conservation organizations are evolving their missions to address the challenges of inequity and climate change. While these challenges can seem insurmountable, regional partnerships are showing that it's possible to do landscape scale conservation that provides both ecological and community resilience. Increasingly, projects are also returning land back to tribes or preserving open space in diverse urban areas. Land conservation organizations are at the front lines of building regional climate resilience by investing in projects that reduce the impact of floods, wildfire, and heat.
This ambitious project, it was something that we couldn't do on our own. We required the partnerships that we have with the tribe and Washington State Parks and our community supporters, but we also needed lenders involved, and that's where Craft3, our regional CDFI, has played an essential role.
Needs vary, but many land conservation projects require short-term bridge financing. Often opportunities arise to purchase or conserve a property, and an organization must act before it has assembled the necessary capital. That's where Craft3 can come in. In the case of Glentana, Craft3 partnered with a regional bank to rapidly put together a financing package for property acquisition ahead of long-term state and federal funding. At Craft3, we've partnered with land trusts, tribes, and nonprofits for decades. We're good at listening and have a deep understanding of property valuation, due diligence, as well as public funding. Because of that experience, we're able to structure debt capital to fit the borrower's needs. Craft3's Conservation Bridge Fund can be used to acquire land, water rights, and conservation easements, as well as financing restoration work ahead of permanent funding. It's also available for projects that create or preserve open space and parks with a focus on underserved communities. As land conservation organizations grow in capacity, we're seeing more and more demand for this type of capital.
The pace of our work needs to accelerate as our populations grow and as the pressures of our changing climate become more and more evident on the land. One of the things that we know is that it's going to take a huge investment to address climate change. And that's where I think CDFIs have an essential role.
Craft3 has been able to support a truly remarkable range of conservation projects across Oregon and Washington. We've provided over $36 million in loans to 41 projects, helping conserve over 20,000 acres. 5 of these loans, totaling $11.8 million, were done in partnership with tribes, enabling the transfer of over 6,000 acres to tribal ownership. 5 other loans totaling $2.8 million were to support organizations serving low-wealth communities. The need for conservation finance in the Pacific Northwest has never been greater. While our region is faced with the challenges of climate change, historic inequities, and long-term habitat degradation, there are new opportunities to invest in solutions that will make the human and natural communities more resilient. Craft3 plans to mobilize up to $20 million in private and public funds over the next 12 months to support the expansion of the Conservation Bridge Fund. We're looking for partners to invest in this important work. If you'd like to learn more about partnering with Craft3, please visit the link below.